Just setting things up. I'll be right back. Now, those of you that have viewed the previous video will be familiar with this panel that I found. And as you know, I have a vivid imagination through the power of pareidolia, my visionary way of looking at things, and I can see. Let me show you the damage one more time. You see this slit there? You can put your hand in it. Yeah, well, I will fix it. First, this looks to me a lot like a comet hurtling down to Earth. So I'm going to draw the comet. See, that's the comet, and it's got plasma. You know, when a comet hurtles through the Earth's atmosphere, it leaves behind a trail. So we're going to draw a trail and a broken piece up there, just to make myself a little clearer and help you understand a little more about what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you a photograph of an actual comet so that you'll get to see the shape of it, and you can better relate to my drawing here. Also, when a comet comes hurtling down to Earth, it leaves this great big plasma thing they call coma. Now, if you and I get a coma, we end up in hospital. But if a comet gets a coma, it's no big deal until it hits the surface of the Earth. Yeah, do you know what I'm talking about? Are you with me, or am I talking to the wind? Let's get on with it, okay? So, here's the coma. You see it? Yeah. It's like a double thing, you know, it's like a double thing. You see, I have a very active imagination, and, you know, just like my toxic friend said to me, he said he's a scientist. I'm an intellectual. I'm a scientist. Some people have huge egos and nothing to back it up with, you know, just words. I'm a scientist too. I see things from a very matter-of-fact point of view. Well, there it is. But it is located in a very awkward part of the canvas. I can call it canvas this time because it is canvas. I rescued it. I never buy canvas. But that's another story. So, there it is. Make what you will out of it. You know, astronomy is a beautiful subject. It's a great scientific subject. As far as that, if you ask me, just between me and you, a cut of a drawing. The way I propose to fix this hole in the canvas is using a bit of this kind of tape. It's drywall tape. Stick it on the one side, and it allows the plaster or the adhesive to stick through, you know, through these holes. Yeah, so I'm going to do that now. Don't go away, you understand? Stay right there. So we're going around the back now, and we're going to put that right there, just like that, just like that. Wait a minute, don't go away. Bit of wood. The thing with these canvases, the reason I don't like painting on them is because they bounce, you know, and I don't like a bouncy surface to paint on. I just don't like a bouncy surface, alright? Then I'm going to get some all-weather wood glue, carpenter's wood glue. It's I think it's PVA, some kind of latex or something. The reason I'm going to use this glue is because it forms a skin, a very thick skin, and it's elastic, somewhat resembling plastic, like plastic, and that's very good for this job. The glue, the brush is what makes everything happen around here. I've just finished brushing the glue on from this side, and I have to turn it around once it dries from this side and do the other side. So catch you on the next take. I've taken the rescued canvas away from the easel, and I put it in a sunny position, laying down flat so that it doesn't pick up a wobble or anything, for the wood glue to dry, so that I can turn it around and start working on the other side, on the comet side. Remember the drawing of the comet coming down from the sky? And now my next door neighbours have come alive, and you might be hearing a little bit of yelling and swearing, so see what happens. But I've prepared my stucco, whatever you want to call it, and we're going to go over the damage and repair it. No doubt some people might feel relieved now. The comet has hit the surface of the earth and disintegrated and recycled itself back into the planet.
It's here today. Quickly turning into yesterday.
Tomorrow is here today, and it's quickly turning into yesterday. Tomorrow might never come, but today will surely pass. Today is even warmer than yesterday. I left the panel out in the sun to dry up completely. Now I'm going to bring it in and put it on this easel that I made myself entirely from scraps and recycled materials. It's quite big, very good. You see? And it's got an adjustable pump action up and down. I'll go and get the panel right now. Don't go away. It's unusually quiet today. Good day for filming. Now, whilst moving around in my shed, workshop, garage, man cave, I stumble across old forgotten paintings. Let me show you some. This is from my Ships of the Sea series that I've made several years ago. Undated, unsigned, maybe 2017. I don't know. Don't worry about it. Here it is. Yesterday I gave it a coat of acrylic paint. To cover a panel of this size in acrylic paint, bought from the art shop, would be quite an expensive exercise. I rescued this can, tin, bin, whatever you want to call it, of acrylic paint several years ago. I can't remember if it was half full or if it was half empty, but it had a lot of paint in it, and it still does. You have no idea how expensive a container of this size is. Whoever threw it away, thank you very much. You've done me a big favour. Now, I already have an idea for this panel, what to paint on it. Whilst looking around, I found another old forgotten painting. It's in oil, heavy impasto. Medieval times, something like that. See, as good as new, It's been patched up and given a coat of paint. Now, remembering the painting that I just showed you, the hooded figures, my previous painting, which is behind there, you can see it there, has sort of given me a similar idea. So I'm just going to sketch out, not an underdrawing, just an idea to get some kind of image going on. There's a hooded figure, and he's walking alone. You know, there's the face would be in there somewhere, and he's looking down. You see, so he's got his all cloaked up. You know, it's a long robe. It's like a medieval monk, and he's carrying his baggage. You know, he's got his bags. He's got his baggage, you know, like that. Something like that. Look, I'm an artist. I've got a very vivid imagination. Leave it to me, and I promise you it's going to be a really good picture. So as you can see here, he's carrying his backpack, and he's like that. Looks familiar. I've sort of seen that shape before. Yeah, it's a monk carrying his baggage. Don't go away. Look also what I found. Things that are completely forgotten. A whole bunch of rangabooms. Rangabooms? Boomerangs that I made myself. All of them from scrap recycled wood. Hard wood from old fences, soft wood. I was inspired by my friend Vasco, who lives in England, to make these, because he showed me a tiny little souvenir one that somebody gave him. So I was inspired to make the real deal. Take this one for instance. This is a hunting boomerang. It doesn't come back, but it does arc around somewhat. It is thrown at a flock of sheep, flying pigs. Get serious. It is thrown at a flock of birds, and it causes panic as it swirls around, and it will take down one or two birds. This is a much heavier one, made out of jarrah, Australian hardwood. This one will do some serious damage. It's used for hunting rabbits and kangaroos. Boing. Alright, get serious. This is what they call a sporting one. This one comes back nice and light. You throw it away and it will, and you can catch it. I had to go out and throw them several times to get the angles right to make them come back. Here's another hunting one, only because it's much bigger, but this one comes back too. It's lightweight. And no, they're not made of plywood. I don't make boomerangs out of plywood. I make them out of solid wood. And they are reinforced in between the laminations with some of them, not all of them, with fiberglass. Look at them. Look at them all. I don't know how many you have it. Aren't they wonderful? Oh, look at this one. This one's a good one. That's the heaviest of the lot, and it is made in several parts. See how the wood's interlocking? Fun.